chaka, ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, ooga. I'm hooked on a feeling.
Hello people of the Earth, stars, Venus, and Mars. My name is Timelord1452 and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy. Since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is about to come out in theaters, or it already is in theaters, now is the perfect time to sink my teeth into one of my favorite Marvel films. Also, please note the perspective, I have not read the comics. Now without further ado, let's review. The 10th Marvel film stars Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, and Bradley Cooper, and is directed by James Gunn. So in Guardians of the Galaxy,
a bunch of a-holes
must band together to protect a powerful relic from those who wish to use it to destroy the galaxy. Now that's the main plot point. There's actually a lot that goes on in this movie. This includes seeking a cosmic broker, a planetary feud, and this universe's version of space pirates, all of which still revolves around this powerful relic. This movie does a great job at expanding the Marvel Cinematic Universe just enough, and also creating a separate independent setting. Now if you haven't figured it out by now, I love science fiction, and this is space sci-fi in its most vibrant form, filled with planetary police, federations, prisons, and of course outlaws, and an array of different species, both creature and humanoid, across many planets. This movie also does a great job in setting up and getting to know our wide range of characters, giving us enough backstory to understand their personality and who they are, and it's presented without making it feel like random or pointless exposition. Speaking of characters, let's move on to them. Now just so you know, these Guardians are based on the 2008 Guardians of the Galaxy. Now first you have Peter Quill, or Star-Lord, who at a young age was abducted from Earth by a group called the Ravengers and became an outlaw seeking fame and fortune. Quill reminds me a lot of characters like Han Solo and Malcolm Reynolds, but with a Walkman and far less maturity and leadership skills. My god, Chris Pratt fits the role perfectly and is my favorite role he's in so far. Next is Gamora, a cybernetically enhanced assassin and adopted daughter of the Mad Titan Thanos, oftentimes at throats with her adopted sister Nebula. Zoe is a martial arts badass, and her skills learned from Colombiana and Avatar can really be seen here. Then you have Rocket. He is a talking raccoon with a machine gun. I don't know where the machine gun is, it dropped on the floor and it's the same color as my carpet. He is as much a badass as he is an asshole, and that is all that I need to say about why he is my favorite character and is the highlight of this movie. Bradley Cooper brings so much life to his character. And of course the CGI for Rocket's appearance and movements, but I'll get to that later on. Now we have Groot, who is voiced and motion captured by Vin Diesel. Groot is a humanoid tree who is Rocket's partner in crime and closest friend, but can only ever say, "I am Groot." Groot has such a big heart and will protect his friends until the very end. He's pretty much a walking, lovable tree that will kill you if you mess with his closest friends. But after that, there's not a lot to him. Last for the Guardians is Drax the Destroyer. Drax, like his people, are completely literal. Metaphors will just go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
He seeks revenge on the Kree Ronin for killing his family. Due to his bland gray appearance and personality, he isn't very memorable to me. Don't get me wrong, Dave is great in his portrayal and is funny at times, but Drax just doesn't appeal to me. Of course I have to talk about the villain, and that is Ronan the Accuser, a Kree warlord who seeks revenge on the planet Xandar for wronging his people. Ronan is your generic tyrannical maniac with not much personality to him besides kill all Xandarians. Although he's quite dull as a villain, this doesn't bother me as much as it does many others because I feel that an origin story should focus more on and grow the protagonists. But even so, Ronan's just too forgettable. Thankfully there are other characters like Yondu, Nebula, and Novacor to help fill this void. Now a few other things to talk about. The effects in this movie that help build the setting and give energy to the movie are still your usual Marvel effects, but with an added bonus, and that is Rocket. A live raccoon was actually used by the animators to capture the appearance and motion for Rocket's CGI model, and it turned out so realistic. Lastly is the soundtrack, which is an accumulation of songs from the 70s and 80s that Quill listens to on a mixtape, and each song fits its accompanying scene all too well. Great cast, big universe, lot of story, and some rockin' tunes. Guardians of the Galaxy absolutely nailed it.
perfect.
And it's smack dab in the middle of my favorite movie shelf. I gotta start reviewing shittier stuff. Nothing's gone below a C. Everybody thank you so
He is gonna store everything. You must remember you are.
They took